I am here with Mr.
Martin John,
Mr. Martin John from where?
511 Tabakit Road, Rio Claro.
Right, 511 Tabakit Road. And Mr. John has been a hunter, right, over the years, but he has been damaged by what we call the trap, right? It caused him to lose his leg, and we will like Mr. John to really relate his story. Mr. John.
Well, what I have to say is that in my early age, at the age of 12, this incident happened to me. I was going along with some guys, young as me at that time, had two elders, and we went to fishing in the Nariva swamp, Nariva area, Nariva forest. Apparently that was a dry season period.
Right.
So we was fishing along the riverside. And so happened that, like they said, they strap guns for some beasts that come in to drink water.
Okay.
But, you know, it's a dangerous thing that happened that we didn't know and realize at that point in time or anything about that.
Right.
So I apparently was the last man in the back.
Okay.
And apparently the trap gun is set with front and back.
Okay.
Like the strings that's be in an area that and the trap that's be in an area.
Right.
My accomplices was they passed to the back.
Right.
And I passed to the front.
Okay, so you actually, while you was passing, you came in contact with this line.
Of course.
And you was at 12 years old.
12 years old.
So what did you hear? How this thing went?
Well, when you get shot, you don't know who gets shot at a point in time.
Okay.
For a few seconds or a minute. Like
Okay.
if you get shot, you wouldn't know that you get the shot.
Okay.
You will be still asking, who gets shot?
Who get shot? But the pain and thing, you get no pain there then?
You don't get paid with bullet direct at that point in time. Because
Okay.
it just gone through.
It's just going through, so you feel nothing.
You feel like a burning or,
A burning sensation.
or stuff like that.
Right.
But after a minute or a second after, you feel, well,
Yes,
you know,
sir.
your blood started running, etc.
Right.
You started car walk again and that
So
kind
in
of
your
thing.
case, you fall down or something?
Well, probably.
Right.
But not at the moment time.
Right, good, good.
So the other guys come and pick me up and thing, but not knowing about trap gun, when you get shooting, you don't drink this sort of water from the rivers because
Right.
they say that does continue the blood for running, then more excesses. We didn't
Okay.
even know that. So when they pumping me with water, because when you lose the blood, you just get hydrated very fast.
Yes, yes.
So the hydration was there and nobody didn't know how to move around with the hydration, so they give you what you need, which
Right.
was not bad for me.
So all you was fine in the forest?
We was finding forest like a 2 mile or 3 mile.
A 2 mile or a 2 mile?
Yeah. So I was
Okay.
tot out and you know that time they didn't have cell phone and all of that to have
Right.
that fast response and all that.
But even now in the forest, the cell phones will pick up.
Well, some of them just pick up according
Right.
to the area.
Right.
According to the area.
Okay.
That's good.
Right.
So they take me to the hospital.
Yes.
Apparently the shot, I didn't have a broken leg.
Okay.
The bullet passed it through. But the bullet was reload bullets.
Okay.
So when the doctors and them examine me, they leave some small particles that the bullet was carrying because it is reload the bullet with different particles.
Okay.
I can't show
Yeah,
what
yeah.
it
You
is.
don't know what it is.
Yeah,
I
sir.
hear they say old file. And
Old file or whatever.
Yes.
So they could not get all the small particles.
Right.
And apparently the doctors and them was delinquent or thing that they put my foot in plaster Paris.
Oh, shit.
And when they put the foot in plaster Paris without cleaning it out properly, the foot get gangrene.
Yeah, it come like you get an infection.
So I get infection.
Yes.
So beside in the shooting, it was a negligence on the doctor's behalf.
Okay. They didn't know too much about how to treat that or
Well, not for sure is there that they didn't handle it appropriate that they're supposed to handle it.
Because normally I don't want to feel a man get a wound, you don't get plaster Paris for that.
Well, they put me in plaster Paris.
Okay.
And that was the whole problem
Okay.
that I,
Right.
you know,
So that caused your foot to get gangrene.
I get gangrene.
Right.
And the foot had also cut.
Right.
at the age of 12.
12 years old.
12 years, 1972.
Right. So you like from that happened now, you kind of change your lifestyle?
Well, what happened at that point in time, I've come from a family at 12,
Right.
14 children. And you know, in them times when you is a disabled, you don't be looked at as the able.
Okay.
Because at family at the 12, what it is need is more assistance.
Right.
If they could get assistance from you as a member of the family, you more entitled to be more
To
accepted.
be accepted.
You
But
know?
then if you become like a burden on the family, you kind of
Not
you're
burden,
there, but
not
you're,
the burden per se,
yeah,
but you wouldn't be highlight and push
yes.
as the others.
They say he done already, man. He get last man. He's a different. Especially the old time people
Well,
who didn't have this type of education as today. They would have had a time, and then they would be fighting the way also to actually make ends meet, man. You're
Yeah.
talking about 12 years.
Yeah.
So they're looking like every help in that family is a support, every support they want. So I could understand
Yeah.
you being left out a little bit,
But nevertheless, life is a challenge.
right?
And if you have a disability, it's also a challenge.
Yes,
You could take your disability and make yourself into something.
yes,
Because if you have all your features and you don't challenge in life, you will still have nothing.
have nothing. That's
But
quite correct.
if you challenge in life, although you have a disability,
Yeah.
what will you say? You master the disability,
Yes,
so that you could take what you could do and make it a profession.
right. But in any case, that was at the age of 12, so you had all your whole life in front of you.
All my whole life in front,
Yeah, but your life now going to be adjusted
adjusted.
because you can no longer move with your thing. You had to now have your
Well,
your hand piece.
if you see how I does walk and think,
Uh-huh.
and how I does go,
Right.
you see that.
Yeah, yeah. You learn to. At
I-
least you learn
I
to
master
it. You master that
That
tool.
disability.
Right.
That is why I even wear apostrophe.
Right.
You know?
Right. Right.
Because
Disability now with the one leg, whether we like it or not, the one leg, you have been able to manage that. But how you fare in a life, boy? What it is you get through? Or you working? You working anywhere now?
well, I learned tailoring for a period of time. And when I realized that I'm more working than earning,
Right.
so I leave off the tailoring for a while.
Okay.
And I say, Mr. John, the best thing to do in life is to see if you could gain a lump sum of money. And you could take your lump sum and transform it how you like. So that the working aspect, you will no longer have to do more of the toiling, more the managing part. And,
Right.
you know. So I went into logging and things.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I buy equipment.
Mm-hmm.
I went into logging. And then I went into money lending a little bit.
Okay.
You understand? To gain interest fund and whatsoever.
Right.
And that was alright.
Okay.
So I excel a bit, you know, and I do a lot of things for the community too.
Okay.
Let's keep a little Thanksgiving and, you know, stuff like that. I have a daughter in university in Barbados on a third year
Okay.
doing medicine.
Right.
And I have a son, he in Port Spain, he does do a sales clerk.
Right.
You know, so it
despite-
wasn't bad.
That's the whole idea.
Because
Besides your
it's-
ability,
the disability was my problem.
that'll keep you back.
Because I know life is,
Life is.
if you have 4 legs and you die, you a die.
Right.
If I have 1 leg and I die,
You
same
live
rights. You are
So-
better than me and me are better than you. At no
Cool.
time.
Yeah. But you have 2 children.
I have 2 children.
2 children, and you have been able to educate them up to the university level. At least you say one is doing medicine right now,
Well, I try my best.
right? And the boy is doing what?
Sales class.
Sales club. Well, 2 children doing very well.
Very well,
And
they don't have a problem.
And they don't have a problem.
You know, I involved with the church and thing, you know,
involved in
very
church and
active in
involved.
church and stuff. You know?
So what about hunting? You still involved in hunting?
Well, I was not hunter per se, because as
Okay.
I told you, I get shoot at the age of 12, going to
Right.
fishing.
The fish, but you're going into the forest.
Yes.
Right.
But you know, you just go in them forests and
Yeah.
fish. So we wasn't hunter per se,
No.
so I wasn't really a hunter.
But the trap
know?
gun really is not respective of who is a hunter, who is
No,
not a
no,
visitor.
no, no.
That if it is a visitor, he's still
Yeah, yeah.
shooting.
But the guy that set the trap, but he was a hunter.
Yes, he was. a
Because
hunter.
he was doing that for hunting purposes.
Yes, he was trying to set
You know?
catch some animal.
But,
But-
you know, when it's dry season time,
Yes.
they set these things around the river,
Yes.
so that when the beasts come to drink water and stuff,
Yeah.
they doesn't get
Right.
contaminated.
But you could remember which part you got shot on your ankle,
Well, I feel it more on the leg here, quite here.
on the leg, or
Because it was a
so
there
it is between the ankle
for
and the
there,
arm.
so that 18 inches
Right.
up. So it wasn't
Yeah,
for
yeah.
tattoo or lap or anything like that. It was
Oh, okay.
there. So I get shoot high up.
You still go into the forest?
Well, yes, I was going forest, I think. Big forest.
You still like the outdoors?
I do logging.
Okay. Oh, you're doing your logging thing.
Yeah.
You like the outdoors.
Well, you know, as I tell you, you know, you
Well,
have to
the-
be
the-
fit, keep your vibrancy. And
The question
yes,
is, you would have liked to have your
well,
leg.
well, probably I might have do more.
So much would I do more.
I can't remember, but I do more.
But despite your limitation, you have been able to achieve so
well,
much.
Well, you know,
Yeah.
as I say, disability is not the problem.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes. And
You have to have a
although,
purpose.
and although you get damage or what in the forest, in the trap gun, you still have no fear for the forest.
No.
You're still there.
No, because we can't fear the forest.
Oh.
We have to fear the man.
And technically, he's the man who put this thing in.
Of course, we can't.
Because
fear
these
the
fellas are very selfish fellas, you know. When you put down a trap gun costs you $30 to build. There's a rat trap and a piece of iron and a string. So he put down about 10 or 30 of that, but when you lost your foot,
Well,
is at his expense. He
you
caused
know,
that. You
what
know?
is going, it have a thing they call territories.
Yes.
Sometimes in the forest, men that have the territory.
Yes.
And you, as a stranger, you might know that territory is not
Yeah.
to go in that territory.
Yes.
But sometimes these guys, for the living purposes and family,
Yeah.
they do things
They
beyond.
do things here without
beyond,
thinking. Without
beyond.
thinking.
You understand?
Yes.
So,
And I mean, look at it in a situation like you. You was a child, a mere child, 12
yeah,
years old.
yeah, I was 12. I was 12.
And you was probably learning the outdoors at that time.
Well,
Going
yeah.
with the elders to catch it.
Well, remember, you live in the country and everything is bush. And,
Yeah.
and you know, children at that time,
Yes.
it's only country life is basic. Cocoa
Yeah.
land and coffee land and
Yes.
stuff like that. You know, planting rice. And, so I know a little bit about the bush, but
Yes.
I don't hunting per
Yes,
se
yes.
and that kind
You know,
of, you know.
well, you can't.
I
Yeah.
was more just, free now.
Okay, if you wonder, what advice would you want to give people since you have been handicapped at 12 and you have been able to grow through that and you have been able to make such a success in life that even the people in your car, everybody know you a friendly fella.
Yeah, but
thing,
yeah,
and
yeah,
everything.
yeah.
So you have achieved so much.
Yeah.
What advice you will give people who, unfortunately, people don't like to be damaged, People just get damaged.
Well, what I had to say is that God don't make no mistake.
Okay.
If you end up with one leg, it's for a reason. If you end up with one eye, probably it's for a reason. If you end up can't hear, probably it's for a reason. But if you is not to blame nobody and keep on blaming,
Okay.
because that wouldn't carry you nowhere. You is to make your life a success. So you can't be blaming. I can't blame the man who said $5 and I sit down there waiting and not blaming.
Yeah, and you blame.
This is a reality. And if you use a godly man, you know God don't make no mistake.
That's it.
Because probably if I didn't have this one leg, I might not be here today.
You're right.
You know?
Yeah, probably that probably was in your
In
thing,
my plan.
in your plan.
You understand?
Cool.
Because Like the blind man who cannot sin more, he might more enter heaven than me and you, who read the Bible every day.
Yes.
You understand?
Yeah. So, well, boy, what's your name again?
Mr. John Martin.
Mr. John,
Yeah.
thanks very much for the interview. I
Yeah.
think you were very, very instrumental. You have a good message.
Yeah.
You have been one of the guys in my series of interviews with people who have been
Well,
affected with
that
trafficking.
content is me and Mr. Aziz
Yeah.
was personal friend.
Right.
Because when I get damaged, he highlight me on the TV and so on.
Okay.
Because his son they get burned up at that point in time, so both of us was in hospital, and he always assists me from that point in time on,
Okay.
you know, until he passed and so on.
And Mr. Aziz really was the president of the
Of course.
Southeastern.
He used to
South
carry
Campus
me.
Association.
Remember in the bowl they used to have meetings for
Yeah.
the opening and stuff. He used to carry me there and pass around the hat and thing and say, make a
Right,
contribution.
So at least he assisted a lot.
Yes.
Okay.
So, you know, people who
Yes.
have these priorities now, who's hunting association, they must move around and know the people who get damaged
Yes.
to support them, and only looking to give a man a gun,
Yes.
you understand, as your partner.
Truth. Well, I think that our association, that is Southeastern Hunters Association, we have a different view. We take the point of education. We try as much to show people and to educate people on the safe use of forests and the way they go about things. And that's why we keep on, we're doing these interviews with people who have been affected with trap guns and let them say how it changed their life. You is one of the positive men in the systems. We have people who actually real negative, their family actually left them, their life changed. But you have been one of the headline, the good men, the fellas who keep in the road. Right?
You see, the point is, they
Yes,
only
sir.
blaming.
They only blaming. They
Can't
didn't take a
blame
positive
something
line.
that
no.
happened.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
sir.
thanks again once more, boys.
All the best, and you have a good
Yeah,
day.
nice.
Nice here.
Okay.